It is Leap Day 2012, and on this auspicious day, I'm going to share with you the Draw Quad and make a very special announcement. I'm Brandy Agerbeck of loosetooth.com, and if you go to loosetooth.com, you will find the Brandifesto. That's a document I created to help you understand where I'm coming from and what matters most to me. And within that document is something called the Draw Quad, and it is a model to which helped me clarify my own thinking about drawing, and which I hope will help you broaden your definition of drawing. So the Draw Quad is based on Ken Wilber's 4-quadrant model. I don't go into a lot of detail here. Please check out Ken Wilber, Integral Theory, and the 4-quadrant model to learn more. But very basically speaking, it is a 2x2 matrix where the left-hand side of the model is internal, the right-hand side is external, the top half of the model is individual, and the bottom half of the model is collective. Now that creates 4 quadrants. The upper left-hand quadrant, the internal individual quadrant, is the I quadrant. This is about the internal individual. It's my subjective experience. The external individual quadrant is the It quadrant. This is about what's external observable. The internal collective quadrant is the We quadrant. So this is what we share internally as a culture or as a group. The external collective quadrant is the It's quadrant. It's about infrastructure, systems, and resources. So again, this was a great scaffolding to help me think about drawing. Now let's add the layer of drawing to this model. So in the internal individual quadrant, the I quadrant, you get drawing to think. This is drawing to think through your ideas. So these are the kind of private drawings that you make to get your ideas out of your head onto paper that are just for you. The second quadrant is the danger quadrant. This is drawing to see. Now, this is drawing to represent. This is to draw the thing to look like the thing it is. I'm making a zebra to look like a zebra. I think you can learn a ton learning to draw observationally, drawing from life. It's a danger quadrant because this is the one that holds all the baggage. This is where people feel like, I can't draw because I can't draw the zebra to look like a zebra. It's only 1/4 of the model. It is very valuable, but it is one type of drawing. It's not the only type of drawing. Now, the internal collective is drawing to show. This is about creating a specific image to convey a specific message to a specific audience. These are things like information graphics and PowerPoint presentations and data visualization, and anytime you're creating an image because you have a specific message to create or a specific message to convey within an audience. Lastly, the external collective is drawing to do. This is drawing to facilitate. This is where I live as a graphic facilitator, and what's important here is that you are the external, you're the external resource who is there to draw on behalf of that group of people, of that collective. So that is the drawing layer added to the 4-quadrant model, which I call the Draw Quad. I hope that it'll help you think beyond this quadrant. There are times that I make this quadrant the enemy. It's not. I think it is very valuable. But unfortunately, this is the quadrant that completely blocks people off from drawing at all. I don't want that. I want you to see drawing in this context of these are different types of drawings you can make for different purposes. If you step back, there are 2 diagonals in this model. This diagonal, which runs through think and do, is more about process. These type of drawings can be messier and faster, and need to be messier. They need to be faster because they're part of the process. They're sort of the, working stuff out kind of drawings. This diagonal, which runs through see and show, is more about product. These drawings need to be more accurate and more refined. So I get frustrated when somebody says I can't draw a straight line. Well, there's a lot of times you really don't need a straight line, and if you do, for the product-focused, refined, accurate drawings, you get a ruler. It's okay. So hopefully this will help you realize there are times where process is more important and there are times where product is more important. But that these are 4 different ways to look at drawing. Now, I love them all. I love any kind of drawing, but the types of drawing, the quadrants I love most and I live in most are the thinking and the doing quadrants. And anything that I'm going to be creating for you is, as far as workshops or books or different resources go, pretty much going to live in these 2 quadrants. I will leave these quadrants to other experts. Totally okay with that. And my very special announcement is I have my first thing to offer you in the do quadrant, in the drawing to facilitate quadrant, and that is a book. I have been in my little hidey hole and I've been working on this book called The Graphic Facilitator's Guide, How to Use Your Listening, Thinking, and Drawing Skills to Make Meaning. Really excited to share this with the world. I feel like there's a ton of valuable information in this, and it has been a thrill to be able to really sit down and focus and look at the complex role of being a graphic facilitator and how to break it down into pieces to help guide people through the work. So the book, which is this close to being done, this is the final draft. The book is structured around 25 principles. So the idea of these 25 principles that help guide you through this role of being a graphic facilitator. What has been incredibly heartening is all the people I've shown this to in my process who are non-graphic facilitators who thought, I need this book. I can learn a lot about my own listening, thinking, and drawing skills looking through this role of graphic facilitation. So while the book does focus on that role of working live and large to help serve groups of people, so working in the do quadrant, that it does have much broader application. So that is my big Leap Day announcement. And I'm very happy to be able to just talk through the draw quad. So if you had seen it in the Brandifesto, now you heard my words around it a little more. If you haven't seen it, please go to loosetooth.com and print out the Brandifesto, mark it up, have some fun with it, take a second look at the draw quad, and stay tuned for a Brandygram coming very soon, more about the Graphic Facilitator's Guide. So thank you so much for your time and watching, and I hope you have a lovely Leap Day, and I hope you find something to draw with and draw on, make some drawings, and have a great day. Thank you.